Welcome back.
You are my first and my only friend. Thank you.
Ranko!
And here we go with Let's Play Valis II for the Turbo CD. The first Valis game yet to actually be localized into English. We're gonna start from the beginning.
The enemy. Could it be the Rogueless?
Yuko, you must see Varna.
That's Reiko's voice. I wonder if something's happened on Vakanji.
Hurry, Yuko. There's no time to waste.
That young woman single-handedly brought down the Rogueless King. Is it possible that a mere woman now has the sword of Valis in her possession? She must be a giant of some kind. Even with the massive powers at our disposal, it will probably be impossible to defeat her. But by sheer strength or cunning, we must find some way to capture the sword of Valis.
Come.
Okay. This is our first level, and a couple of differences. First off, we have no equipment system this time, so this is basically just jump and shoot man as far as gameplay goes. However, the controls are far, far better in this game, even if Yuko's jump arc is more of a jump angle. As I said before, one of the differences I like in this over the Sharp version is the fact that, for the most part, when you're being attacked by enemy soldiers, the enemies look like soldiers. None of this Gradius, Life Force, Abadox stuff we had in the previous game. Weapon power-up, and the weapon we're equipped with now is the one that actually does the most damage. There are 4 weapons in this game, one of which is pretty much useless if you want to win. And I'm getting punished pretty hard in the first level. There's the homing, which I will not use. The reason being is that the homing weapon is actually fairly weak in this version, and the real problem with enemies is that they tend to be durable, not hard to hit or having hordes of them flying about. Yeah, the levels in this game tend to be far more linear than they were in the X68K version. However, there's still some permanent boosts you can find. There are also a few special weapons like the one I just picked up. And we got an extra life. This game dispenses extra lives pretty freely, though you want to avoid dying as much as possible because it's almost as punishing as dying in Gradius. In any case, we picked up our first life extender. That double shot will have its time come later. Anyway, if you're fairly conscientious about picking up the life extenders in this game, Yuko's life meter will always be longer than the boss's life meter, except with... There is one exception, of course, which is the final boss. The levels in this game, hence, will be much shorter than they were in the Sharp X68K version, and there's our defense up, which we will need. And that's 2 extra lives. And as you can see, we actually get more than 1 life restorer per level. That's the wave. I may be using it later, but not now. Power is key. I cannot emphasize that enough. Oh yeah, a small unfinished thought I had from the last game was that the cutscenes in the Sharp version tended to be more and better animated, even though this was on a CD and the previous game came on 5 1/4 floppy disks. In any case, that's another mid-boss, an invincibility, and I'm gonna hate myself in the morning. Hey Yuko, what does the scouter say about his power level?
I am the Red Salamander Zaruga, one of Rogulus's 12 generals. Come, warrior Vari, let's engage in combat!
Why have you come to the world of reality?
I must have your sword.
Anyway, Zaluga is actually a bit less of a dope in this version than he was in the previous one, because he actually can hit pretty hard. But other than that, he goes down fairly quickly, no matter what weapon he uses.
It's you, Reiko.
Yuko, you've got to save the people of Vacanti. You're the only person in the universe who can do it.
What do you mean? Where are you?
I'm at your side, as always.
What happened on Vacanti?
Vacanti is now a huge battlefield. The war has turned Vacanti into an inferno, and the people are suffering terribly.
Battlefield?
After you killed the Rogueless King, the people of Vacanti split into 2 armies. The army of the Rogueless King, and the army that opposes them. That is how the war started.
Why does the Rogueless army want my Sword of Varus so badly?
The army opposing Rogueless has managed to bring back Emperor Magus through an opening in the dimensional field. Magus has taken over the anti-Rogueless forces and turned them into his own Magus army. In the wake of the invincible power of the Magus army, the Rogueless army has been losing the war. As a last resort, the Rogueless army is trying to get its hands on your Sword of Varus.
Who is this Magus?
Magus is the rightful heir and successor to the throne of Vacanti. He is also the older brother of the Rogueless King.
His older brother? I don't understand. Reiko, where are you?
You must go to Varna as fast as you can.
And that's it for this level. See you next time.